What's up, YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. I'm going to be answering a question today, so let's get into it. The first question that popped up in one of my recent videos was, why invest on Cash App? Makes no sense. Just open a Robinhood account. Okay, now this is usually the way a lot of people think, which is perfectly fine. It totally makes sense. Okay, so shout out to this guy, Banana Bandit 2. Interesting name there, but great question. Okay, it totally makes sense why he's asking that, because Cash App is not known for investing, right? Who looks at Cash App as an investing platform? Nobody does, right? We just look at it to receive money here and there, to send money quick if you have to, but it can also be very useful. Two big takeaways, okay? My two big takeaways, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but shout out to this guy. And I basically said, good point, but Robinhood doesn't allow people under 18 to invest, so Cash App is a good opportunity for people under 18 to get started. Also, Cash App is very beginner friendly for people over 18 who need a stepping stone to get started on investing, okay? They can later make a transition from learning with Cash App, okay? So use Cash App as a way to learn, okay? I'm not gonna consider myself a total pro or somebody who is absolutely totally into the investing field and just go invest on Robinhood right away, okay? You need to get the knowledge first so you don't start losing money, okay? You need to know how to buy low and sell high. One of the most simple rules about an ETF is being able to hold it forever and get the annually percentage rate back. So if I invest a little bit more in the S&P 500 at the start of this year, I could potentially make a 10%, 12% return at the end of 2025. Okay, so those are basic stuff and basic things you need to know in order to go ahead and use the Robinhood account. Okay, you need to know what a dividend yield is. Okay, you need to know how some volume can affect a stock. So if today's volume for the S&P 500 is 6 million, but usually it's around 8 million, 9 million, okay, the average. So I can predict that not a lot of people are day trading the S&P 500 today, okay? So there's a lot of stuff you need to know in order to make that transition, and all it takes is 4 to 6 months, guys, okay? 4 to 6 months of just pure consistency. Now, my biggest takeaways are being able to invest under 18 with the $400 limit. Okay, so a lot of kids that want to invest, or they're a business major, you're a finance major, right? You need to dabble a little bit into the investing world, because you're going to talk about it eventually in college. So you might as well start earlier, okay, and have that 400 limit, but throw around like $50 in a stock that you think is gonna pop in the next 4 to 6 months. Okay, you need to have some hands-on experience. That way, when you're in college or when you go out to apply for a job, you can put that on your resume. Started investing when I was 16, okay? And you can kind of show them these receipts and portfolios. For example, I bought the S&P 500 a few weeks back, and I set my target price to be $603. Before that, I analyzed and see how a month ago, getting under $600 is very strong, okay? It's a buying point that I need to be able to hit. But I made a strong prediction that I don't think it's gonna dip down that much. For it to go all the way down to under $600, it's going to take a big push down, because I looked at this dip right here, which was 602.80, and that looks like a big dip in the graph. Okay, so I was like, I'm going to kind of go somewhere in the middle and just hit 603.45. Okay, so small things like this can help you so much when you just start investing at the age of 15, 16, 14, and then if you're a parent, you can sponsor your child and help them invest. Okay, just $20 when they're in 6th, 5th grade. By the time they get to 12th, 11th grade, guess what? The 20, 15, $25 you put in a stock like Nvidia, it's probably going to be up at $500, $400. Now that's a whole different way to look at investment if you're that focused on long term, but you can obviously add money as you go. Okay, so the second thing as well is, while also accessing the main crypto. If you guys didn't know, Cash App has the option to buy Bitcoin, okay? And Bitcoin is the only crypto they offer, okay? Now, that could be a downside, but guess what? Bitcoin is the main crypto of the whole crypto market, okay? So being able to access Bitcoin is so beneficial, okay? Now, Bitcoin is different from the regular stock market. You're not going to be able to find it here. You're going to have to go to your homepage, and it's going to be a sign that says Bitcoin, but I'm currently in the index fund S&P 500. The Bitcoin is more in the cryptocurrency side, and it's the main crypto I consider. Okay, this screenshot right here is from an app called Coinbase. Now, I was able to get this information because you don't need to make a Coinbase account to just look at certain cryptos. Okay, so the main crypto is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is basically the king of all cryptos. Okay, it is 60% of the crypto market. Okay, and it has a lot of volume. Now 60% is a lot. Okay, there are thousands of cryptos that you can invest in. You got XRP, you got Solana, Dogecoin. You got so many cryptos you can cryptos and meme coins you can invest in through Robinhood. And being able to have Bitcoin on CashApp and invest it under the age of 18, okay, or being able to buy when it goes lower and invest at the age of 19, 20 and get some experience is a key, it's a key feature to have. Now, if you guys look at this, it says volume. That basically means the volume between the last 24 hours or so, right? And 76.5 billion, okay? So that's probably a volume from the last few months or last few years or so, right? And I want to show you guys this volume. What does that mean? Volume means basically how many people have bought, sold Bitcoin, how many people have engaged with the crypto Bitcoin. Okay, now compare that to the world's population. That's 8.025 billion. Now, ever since crypto started, okay, if it has 76 people that have dabbled into the Bitcoin market, right, or Bitcoin crypto, that tells you a lot about this crypto. Okay, a lot of people have knowledge, they have made money. Okay, some people probably made hundreds of thousands of dollars off this, and some people have made retirement money, made enough money to pay off their student loan debt. It's a lot of things that go down because since Bitcoin was made in the 2000s, okay, 76.5 billion have either bought or sold between that time. That's a lot of people. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're researching on Coinbase. This screenshot is from Coinbase. Okay, as you guys can see on top right here, it says 103.146 thousand. So it gives you price points for Bitcoin as you're scrolling through. Okay, now another thing, how is investing on Cash App beneficial for beginners? Well, it's easy to navigate through. If you guys look at this looks like a game. This honestly looks like a little video game on my phone. Buy, sell, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. It's pretty much basic to understand. Okay, if I'm a total beginner, I can look at this and say, okay, well, it's about stocks. One in D probably means 1 day. Okay, let me hold it, drag it through. That's the time right now. So it's basically talking about 1 day. 1 week will probably be the past week. Okay, so it's pretty easy to navigate, infer certain things about this because it's so, it looks like a game. When I first got on Cash App, I was like, oh, I can start investing, and this looks fairly simple, right? But when you get on Robinhood, Webull, things could get slightly more complicated. So while you're on Cash App, start taking notes down in Google Docs. Start taking notes down in your notebook, okay? How to navigate through Robinhood. Certain features about Robinhood while you're under 18. Do these things while you're under 18. So by the time you hit 18, boom, you have a nice platform to invest more money on, okay? Now, you can also day trade 3 times every 5 rolling days. Day trading is basically buying and selling a stock in 1 day. Okay, if I go all the way up here, I recently day traded AMC. Okay, now AMC on the other hand, okay, is a stock that you can day trade. If you guys can see, I day traded last week. Okay, and I bought right here and I sold right here. Day trading is buying and selling a stock within the market open and within the closing. As you guys can see, Friday was a very medium to midday for the stock market, especially for AMC in specific. At 9:30 we open at $425 and then we close at $4.18. So if I'm able to get in at 4.20 and sell at 4.22, that's a decent day. Now, I wanted to just get out of this position because this was not the day to day trade. Okay, we came up from 4.41 and we were just consolidating and we were kind of coming down and the stock had to catch its breath. Okay, first of all, so I knew a big push down was going to come, and this was kind of a bad trade, a bad day trading stock, and what my goal was to really just wait and just end on a profit. As simple as that. So I got 20 and then I made 23 cents and I sold on profit. Now the day I should have day traded would have been Monday. As you guys can see, we start at 407 and then we close on Monday at 406, but you could have swing traded it and bought at $3.94, okay? And then you could have either sold at 4.03, or you could have converted this into a swing trade, which basically means holding a stock for 1 to 2 to 3 days and instantly selling when it goes high. So I could have really bought Monday at $3.94 and then sold right here at 4.29. I would have made way more profit than I did right here, but that's fine. We live and we learn, and I still ended on a profit, so it's kind of a win. But I just kind of learned how, if I was patient for a couple more days, I could have made my move on Monday and ended it on Tuesday 11 a.m. Okay, so some of these things are so beneficial because you can learn in a simple way by just looking at the graph and studying. Oh, okay, well, I should have probably waited Monday. So next time, if the stock is coming down from 4.4, 4.5, I'm going to wait till we get down to 4.0, 4.04, 3.9, then buy, and then I can sell at 4.2. So I can put $100 here and in the next few months when the stock goes down, and then sell when it goes back up to 4.35 or 4.4. Okay, so there's some things to realize, and then you can have a nice diverse portfolio. The reason why you can have a nice diverse portfolio, because you can access index funds, you can access Coinbase, and you can access small cap stocks, and also access Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla. You can access all these stocks on Cash App. So you're not only getting to invest in like 5 companies, right? You're getting to invest in quality companies and quality stocks that could benefit you. Now, let me show you why Coinbase is such a beneficial stock. Coinbase is basically a platform where a lot of cryptos can be bought. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the king of all cryptos, Bitcoin, can be bought on this platform. Okay, this is an app that could be downloaded on your phone to invest in cryptos. But the thing is, you can, if you're under 18, you cannot purchase cryptos on Coinbase. So what you can do is just buy the stock. Coinbase, buy the stock for Coinbase. So when people download this app and start pumping certain cryptos up, what does that do to Coinbase? It instantly makes it go up. As you guys can see, around November, okay, after the whole presidential debate, okay, around that time when Trump was releasing information about cryptos and people were getting excited about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other meme coins and other things like XRP or Solana, and people were getting really excited about that. You can see a lot of people kind of had a big push up and had a insight to buy around that time. You guys see right here, we're at $1.79, okay, $179.25. So all year we've been only 10.74% up. Okay, you guys can see we've been down for most of the year. Okay, but if you would have bought right here, if you would have bought around here, even if you would have bought all the way at the top at $257, guess what? You would have made profit right here at $324. You could have sold right here. I mean, just in a matter of weeks, you see this big push up all the way from up 12% and then all the way up to 100.32%. That's the amount of effect just this stock has in cryptos. So if you're like, oh my God, I want to invest in other stocks like Ethereum, but Ethereum is not on Cash App. Well, guess what? Invest in Coinbase, because Coinbase supports Ethereum. Okay, so write this down, take this away. This is my last takeaway. Okay, if you can't invest in other cryptos because of Cash App, okay, only Bitcoin, right? Invest in Coinbase, as simple as that. Simply because Coinbase allows you to invest in that app that gives you access to all other assets like Ethereum or XRP and all other cryptos and all the other fun stuff. Okay, like virtual protocol, you have Render in there, so you can access those things while just investing in Coinbase. Because guess what? People are going to need a platform to invest in Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever the case they want to buy, right? So one of the go-to platforms are Coinbase. For example, one of the go-to platforms to invest in stocks is Robinhood. Okay, so keep these things in mind, and this is only why I invest in Cash App. I'm not planning to invest on Cash App forever. However, I do think Cash App is a nice way to day trade small cap stocks. Like if you have $200-$300, put it down, day trade AMC. That's something I will consider doing. But other than that, I'm going to make a transition to Webull or Robinhood, right, and invest in there. My cryptos are probably going to be in Coinbase in 5 to 6 months. Okay, just everything is a process. Slowly take all the information and knowledge in while you have time. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. This is a very important video about Cash App. If you have any more comments, questions, concerns, comment down in my videos below. Thanks for watching.